We're no strangers to a property conundrum.
We have one bathroom. I have to get up at the crack of dawn.
Kitchen doesn't work, the hall doesn't work, the garden doesn't work.
Across Britain, many of us are living in properties not built for the challenges of modern life.
Now, more than ever, we need our homes to work hard for us.
The kitchen is useless.
We're just zoned, we're just all separate. It's not good enough.
Yes, our homes need to be more than just the place we live in.
They're where we work, play, socialise, and even exercise.
I very much want to bring the garden into the house. I want our friends to come round and be wowed by it.
So we're looking back at our most brilliant builds.
Are you impressed?
I am mighty impressed.
Where I helped couples tackle renovations of all shapes and sizes.
To show homeowners across the UK and you how to make the most of the space you have. Oh,
Look at that.
that's not what I was expecting.
All in the name of resolving that famous dilemma.
Are you going to love it?
Or list it. Yes, when it comes to renovations, we always have a solution.
We?
I like to lend a hand now and again.
Today, it's all about our biggest and boldest builds. As we look back at two houses with super-sized problems,
It needs knocking down, starting again.
grand plans,
So much to think about.
and complex solutions
And what's happened up here?
I tell him what's going on and he just doesn't concentrate.
to bring about peace with one very important decision.
Are you going to love it?
Or are you going to list it? When someone hasn't done a build, let alone a big build before, it can be very overwhelming, the amount of decisions that need to be taken all the time.
Listen, if you're both holding down a job and you've got children, supervising a build at the same time can be absolutely exhausting.
Stressful.
There's a lot of decision-making, a lot to think about. It's like a lot of extra homework.
And those decisions have to be taken.
They have to be made, and they have to be made in advance, and you have to... I mean, my advice would be to ask your builder at the outset for a list of decisions he's going to need and a timeline, and then make them and deliver them back to him before he needs them.
Easier said than done.
I know.
One family who were ready to take on a big build were Keely and Terrence Stamp, who we met back in 2018. After living in their three-bed semi in Woodford, East London for 11 years, big changes were needed to accommodate a growing family.
We went from being three to four
to five. I thought we were done at 4. Are we done at 5?
We were done at 4,
OK.
and then we went. I wasn't.
So that's Lauren, aged 12, Theo, 8, and last but not least, Ethan, aged 3.
With just 3 bedrooms and a 5-year age gap between Theo and Ethan, they desperately need an extra bedroom.
You need what? A plaster?
But for Terrence, the location is too good to give up.
Really can't beat it. I mean, you've got excellent transport links. It's very, very accessible, and it's also pretty quiet. You've got great schools in the neighbourhood as well.
Oh, no! Why would anyone want to move away?
Well, more space for one, but it's also the layout that's leaving Keely wanting to list.
The open plan nature of it just turns your lounge into a thoroughfare. Walk through the lounge to get to the stairs. Walk through the lounge to get to the garden. Walk through the lounge to get to the study area. It's just like Grand Central, isn't it?
With just the one room for studying, watching TV, eating and music practice, there's never a moment's peace. Even the smallest room in the house is in high demand.
We have one bathroom. I have to get up at the crack of dawn just so I can get some quiet time to myself.
Lauren!
Sounds like this one's going to be a victory for Team Listed.
In my mind, we've outgrown it. We need to go. Time to let another family love it as much as we have.
Yes! I'm going for Tottenham! Not so fast, Phil.
Phil has definitely got his work cut out. Unless he can find a house on the street or, well, I mean, I can be flexible. I can go to the adjoining streets, maybe.
Looks like this one could get interesting.
Well, it's a lovely street.
It's a lovely street, isn't it?
Got a garage, look.
I know, I know.
You'll be straight into that, I know.
Hello. Lovely
Hi.
to meet you.
And you.
Hi, Terrence. I'm Phil. How do you do?
Hi, Kirsty.
Must be Keely.
Nice to meet you.
Come on in, please.
Thank you so
Go on.
much.
Straight away, it's obvious there are issues with the layout, and it's my job to fix them.
Whereas I'm on a mission to show them what else is on the market.
When we found this house, I thought this is it. This is home. The people in the area were they're very friendly. They're very welcoming. They're very warm. We've had street parties here. We have a cake sale down here every year. You know, it is a community that you would like your children to grow up in. That's why I want to stay here.
How many bedrooms do you have?
So we have 3 bedrooms.
They're good size,
Yeah.
but the boys share. So.
That's right.
I mean, I look at it and I just think, how on earth could that house be made big enough to fit, you know, a family of 5? And I'm the one who's supposed to be encouraging you to stay.
Raise it to the ground if you need to.
Yeah.
But
You know,
Thank
we
you.
have been in limbo for so long.
We're both here to help you both
Yeah.
solve the problem.
Yeah, 100%.
I've got a feeling this one's going to be tough for both of us.
It's a dining room, study, music room and sitting room. All in one.
You're going to have to extend into the garden.
In case you're in any doubt, that's Kirsty's stressed face.
So the garage is surely your big opportunity. Remember, you've got to create an extra bathroom as well as a bedroom.
I know I'm not forgetting anything.
Oh, the clogs are turning.
It's not clogs, it's cogs.
Cogs.
Maybe that's where he's been going wrong all these years, trying to get those clogs working.
Oh, Phil, listen to that creaking. That is not my bones. What is that? All the pipe work.
So this is where youngest and middle live.
Yeah.
So it's the age gap between them that's causing the difficulty.
5-year age gap.
So the missing 4th bedroom is a priority. But we need to see just how and where this house isn't working. The family spent the majority of their evening either in or passing through the living room, come dining room, come study. In the morning, most of Keely's time is spent alone in the kitchen, while Terrence and Lauren are mainly upstairs and the boys are in the lounge diner. Kitchen, living space, bedrooms. There's so much to do, I fear my 70 grand budget will get eaten up quickly.
So the number one thing you have to do to this house is extend. So I think you don't want to shorten the garden too much, but I think basically to here.
My £70,000 budget is tight, but I've come up with a plan. Well, several, in fact.
Having been through about 4 different variables, I've settled on one which I think gives you the most for the least.
By turning their garage into a 4th bedroom, each of the kids will get their own rooms. The old kitchen becomes a study and toilet to relieve pressure at rush hour on the upstairs bathroom. And an extension at the back will create space for a fantastic kitchen, lounge, diner for all the family's needs, with no thoroughfare in sight. I'm hoping this clever yet simple use of space will exceed their expectations.
In terms of what suits your family, what suits you as a family and what you like to do together and the time you like to spend together, I think this would work.
You've come up with ideas that, yeah, I hadn't thought about at all.
The 4th bedroom downstairs, who would be down here? Theo?
Lauren, when she was a little bit older, I
Lauren.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So much to think about.
Take your time.
Okay.
Will do.
Thank you.
I do think that the answer does lie within the plans and within our budget. I just think that we're going to need to tweak it a little bit.
I can see this working. You've got the kitchen dining space and probably a more intelligent use of space than we have at the moment. What's not to like?
Exactly, Terrence. We've got this one.
They had a lot of challenges, didn't they?
They really didn't want to move, but that house was not big enough for them, and it was very dated, and it really needed work doing to it. So
They were living in it in a rather complicated way. With big builds, what would you recommend as a contingency in terms of budget to hold back? 10%?
I'd go for 15%. The problem with the big build is that you can't run out of money because sometimes you're not even able to live in the house when it's going on.
Yeah.
So I have known people stop and start because they run out of money, and that can end up costing a lot more money in the long run.
In 2015, one of our first ever Love It or List It builds proved to be one of our biggest. We weren't quite sure what was in store for us when we travelled to the town of Huddersfield in West Yorkshire to meet Dawn and Paul. But it was clear from the outset that they, along with their 5 children, were fast running out of room in their 4-bed house.
You know, moving in here was the right thing to do at the time, but we are literally outgrowing this space.
And I understand that there's things that might need tweaking.
They're not,
Do you know what?
it needs knocking down, starting again.
And while that might be a slight exaggeration, they do have 5 children to think about. Paul's twin girls, Beth and Kira, who regularly come to stay, as well as Tyler, Oscar, and more recently Ophelia, who was born in the playroom. The real problem here is the layout.
Despite this house boasting a whopping 1,900 square feet, its 3 reception rooms and 4 bedrooms are scattered over 5 floors.
It doesn't work for us as a family, it doesn't work for the kids, it doesn't work for me and Dawn.
And it's frustrating, is this house, because the rooms are on all different levels. It's like herding cats.
But while Dawn's desperate to find a house that actually works for her growing family, Paul doesn't want to part with 8 years of memories, or the perfect location for his favourite pastime.
I love my astronomy, and this house is just amazing for astronomy. I can go out in the garden, I can align my telescope straight up to Polaris, Pole Star, and see it no problem.
It's not all about dark skies.
No, it's not.
Clearly, Dawn and Paul are at loggerheads, which is exactly why we're here.
Oh, here we are.
It'd be embarrassing if this isn't the one, Phil.
Oh, morning. Good morning.
Morning.
We thought that was the front door.
Yes, that's what everybody else does, yeah.
How do you do? Paul. Phil, very nice to meet you.
Hi,
Dawn.
Dawn.
Hi.
Note to self, do something about the entrance. It's in the wrong place and you have to walk past their laundry.
Yes, I'm sure the new owners will love you for it.
Basically, we're outgrowing the size of the house, really.
This house can work with this space, even though I know you think it's a bit tight, but I think it can work, because it's a reasonable
I think
big
it
house.
can work. My great thing is that most people live in a tiny percentage of their houses. And that if you make some gentle alterations, you can much better utilise the space.
Gentle alterations with the sledgehammer.
I hope Dawn and Paul are ready to say goodbye to the house as they know it, because, trust me, there will be nothing gentle about this build with Ms. Alsop in charge.
Oh, Phil, this is a lovely kitchen. I can't see why anyone would have a problem with this.
What about the view? Look at that. You can see for miles.
Well, you know what I'm about to do. Watch me, Phil.
You're going
watch
to get the sledgehammer out, whatever's behind it.
In this case, the study and the dining room. But the house's unusual layout is even more of an issue when it comes to the sleeping arrangements.
So what's going on here?
What have you got there? Bathroom?
Yeah, very nice family bathroom. Big bedroom with an ensuite shower and bath.
Really?
Yeah.
But I'm in the mum and dad's room. What's the ensuite for?
Well, not the master bedroom by all accounts. Have you got a bathroom up there?
No, that's the problem. The bedroom configuration is all room. What have you got down there? 2 bathrooms?
Two bathrooms, 2 bedrooms. This would not be an easy house to live in.
So my challenge is to create more living space over fewer floors. Currently, their home is worth over £460,000. I'm going to suggest they spend around £40,000. That's only half their renovation budget, but it could give them the perfect family home.
So I've been all over this house, and I think I can really alter it so that it works for you and you don't have to move.
My aim is to give everyone in the Wellham-Campbell clan both individual and family space, so that far better use is made of the entire house. I want the ground floor to be open plan with the kitchen at its heart, and surrounded by a brand new terrace. Meanwhile, reinstating the wall on the next floor will create both an intimate sitting room and a proper entrance hall. In the basement, I want to add another loo and make the family room into a study or guest room for when Paul's twins, Beth and Kira, come to stay. On the second floor, Oscar's ensuite bathroom will be turned into a bedroom for Ophelia, meaning all 3 children are on the same level, which means up top, Ophelia's old room will become a bathroom for Mum and Dad.
We'd never even considered having a bathroom for you or I, or an ensuite.
No.
It really is trying to fit everybody in so that everybody's got their own space.
Cheers, Kirsty.
It's a pleasure.
Back in 2018 in Woodford, Kirsty was dealing with the harsh reality of spearheading such a large-scale renovation project. With so much for Keely and Terrence to consider, debates over design and budget, the planning process and finding a builder all took longer than expected. But after 14 long months, work had finally begun.
The shell of the extension is up and it's full steam ahead. They've upped their budget by over £17,000, which has also meant a few changes to the plans. At the front of the house, the former garage will become a separate living room instead of Lauren's new bedroom, which will now be in the old kitchen. At the back, the kitchen has now swapped sides, leaving a sitting area in its place, and the dining table will be in the new extension with sliding doors out onto the garden.
It was kind of taking the best of Kirsty's plans and going, oh, well, we like that, and we like that, and we like that, and then we'll do other bits and add to it.
Now 12 weeks into the build is plastered and painted. The end is in sight.
This is fantastic. Looks amazing, massive transformation.
This room will be the focal point of their home, which is why I'm here to help them tie their new space together, starting with one of the most costly elements.
What's going to happen about curtains?
Well, these only went in yesterday.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, how exciting.
Because they knew you were coming.
So we all kind of came in and went, oh, my gosh, wow. And it's beautiful. But then my second thought was, I'm on display to the whole world.
Yes, you
They
are.
can see us.
Yes.
We need some
From space.
full
Yes.
wall-size curtains.
Yeah.
So, but how you do that for such a big space?
My advice would be you don't line them. If it's lined, it's going to be
Really thick.
that much. What you don't want is to have something here, OK, which every time someone comes in and out,
Then you've got,
and someone comes in and out with food.
Privacy and warmth are key considerations, but having curtains that are too thick next to the windows just won't be practical. Then there's also the look to think about. Choosing a linking theme or colour palette will help connect their kitchen with their dining and living areas. It may seem daunting, but I find starting with the basics is always helpful.
What's your favourite colour?
Oh, gosh. Yellow?
So the kitchen is grey.
Yeah.
Yellow looks fantastic with grey.
I picked up a card and it's got like an African sunset in the card.
Yeah.
And it's got beautiful colours like that.
There we are.
We
You
got
see?
there.
How easy was that?
With a full ground floor reconfiguration, extension and garage conversion, not to mention the time it's taken to get to this point, this must be the only easy decision they've had so far in this enormous project. Over in Huddersfield, and after careful consideration, Paul and Dawn forged ahead with Kirsty's ambitious plan to address 5 floors of issues.
3 weeks on, Dawn and Paul have decided to go for it. They're even happy to go to the top end of their budget. That's £80,000 if needed. Mind you, we can save money on the kitchen as these cabinets can definitely be reused. It's just everything else that's going. Though with her home now in bits, it's not surprising Dawn's feeling a little stressed about the changes.
Well, I haven't seen what's behind me, but I can see what's to the left of me, and even the sight of that is making me think, what have we done?
Dawn's not alone. Most people undergoing major renovation feel exactly the same way. But trust me, it will all be worth it. Won't it, Paul?
I think I'm looking forward to going around and seeing a few other properties and looking forward to then coming back and Dawn having her mind changed and saying, you know what, this is an amazing place.
Well, I admire the optimism, Paul. But once you've seen the houses I've got in store for you, you'll both be ready to get the for sale board up. We're looking back at two huge renovations, where families took on Kirsty's plans to transform their homes from top to bottom.
It's frustrating, is this house, because the rooms are on all different levels. It's like herding cats.
In Huddersfield, Paul and Dawn were 3 weeks into a build that spanned 5 floors of problems. So with Kirsty's grand plan starting to take shape, it was time for her to return for a site visit.
While we wanted to keep the original kitchen, we've had to remove it to work on the floors. So my homeowners are buying a new one.
The kitchen itself is 6,000. We have been very, very effective at negotiation. Very.
Dawn, I have no doubt about your effective negotiations.
While it will absolutely make this house more saleable, the additional expense doesn't end there. What was supposed to be a wooden terrace will now be built from Yorkshire stone at Dawn and Paul's request, adding another £18,000 to their bottom line. But the biggest challenge is definitely this space. What was 3 rooms, 2 of them tiny, has had its open plan potential well and truly unlocked. So why, I ask, does Dawn seem so unhappy?
What is the worry?
I suppose it bears no resemblance to the house, the home that we had.
I know what you mean about the house not having anything that was a part of the original house, but you have the view.
Yeah, I love my
Which
views.
is
I do.
why one of the things that poor Phil, just remember, Phil is out there working his little fingers to the bone, trying to find something with a view like this, and I don't think it can be matched. I promise you that when it is finished and furnished, you are going to be utterly, completely dazzled. I mean, it's just such a generous space.
I hope so.
I know so. But what's exciting is the fact that Dawn's obviously bought into the idea of this house remaining her home.
She has so far, but there's a long way to go and a lot of houses to see before she makes her decision. And in Woodford, Keely and Terrence were getting one step closer to the big question, as it was full steam ahead with Kirsty's mammoth ground floor renovation. But the building work still couldn't give them the much-needed second bathroom. So my task was to show them it was possible to have everything on their wish list. 2 bathrooms, 4 bedrooms, 2 receptions and a large kitchen, if they were willing to move.
Terrence's argument to stay put is an admirable one. His sense of community spirit's fantastic. But the reality is, his family need more space.
Morning, Phil.
Hi, folks. Jump in.
Houses in Woodford within their budget and with plenty of space are no easy task to find. But against the odds, I think I've uncovered a gem to convince them once and for all that moving is the right option.
Got a bit of a road trip, but I've got a full tank of petrol. You've got some reading material, got some playlists. But I think it'd be worth timing the journey. Have you got a watch or a...
Yeah, so stopwatch.
OK, let's see how long it takes.
There you go.
Yeah?
Yeah. Exciting.
I knew you'd be excited, Keely, but I wasn't quite so sure
On your team, Phil.
I wasn't quite so sure about the other half.
I know.
Thought I'd be holding on to the table, saying, I'm not leaving. No, I don't believe it. Come on, when are we going to the real house?
Stopwatch.
42 seconds.
OK, close enough?
OK. OK, no, this is good.
Not just good, Terrence, I've found you the perfect home in the perfect location. This semi-detached ex-police house sits on a spacious plot in the heart of Terrence's beloved community of Woodford. Kirsty's love-it hopes are done for.
That is on the market.
Oh my God. Wow.
My sentiments exactly. And you know what? It gets even better inside.
Let's do this.
I'm off to a great start. It's on for £775,000, but I'm told that properties in the area are going for slightly under asking price, which could make this four-bed house within budget. It boasts 2 reception rooms and a light and airy family kitchen diner, offering almost 50% more space than Kirsty could give them. How do you like those apples, Allsop?
We have a smart reception room with its lovely fireplace. Then we have the kids' playroom.
Okay.
Then we have the kitchen. Then we have the dining area. Then we even have another sitting room.
Oh my gosh. It's a TARDIS.
Kirsty's lost.
Can I?
I think you might be right, Terrence.
Oh, go on then, after you.
Okay.
Outside is just as impressive, with a well-kept garden and a seating area perfect for entertaining.
Lovely and wide garden.
It's just gorgeous. The kids would adore this.
I am impressed. I am really impressed.
It takes a lot to impress him, it really does.
Kids can muck about, you can have barbecues, friends over. It's all going on.
OK.
I'm gonna cry now.
Why does somebody want to leave this house?
I don't even care.
We're not worried about that. Come on, let's get in.
And it doesn't stop there. With 2 generous reception rooms, Keely would have the separate spaces she craves. But I've saved the best till last.
Oh my God.
Keely, we've got a church in here.
Oh
What's
my
that
God.
no about?
Oh no, it's that she'll be
You-
handcuffing
no.
herself to the beams and saying, I'm not leaving.
His place is just amazing. You can fit apartments in it, in the size of this bedroom.
I think this one's in the bag.
Were you to make the sensible decision and list it and buy this house, how would it change your life?
We'll still be able to see our friends and neighbours and the children go to the same schools. But for me, just space.
You better get that for sale board up at your house. I'll ring the agent on my way out. Just as I'd hoped, because now their eyes and minds are wide open.
It's over to them now to make the right decision.
I couldn't agree more. Time for them to love it.
So how do you think today's going to pan out, then? You've had long enough to sort that house out.
I've got to be honest with you about that, Phil. I feel that I have 100% solved their difficulties. I think when you see the house, you will think,
OK.
It's transformed.
From my end, there was a place that was literally just around the corner from their house that nailed it, absolutely nailed it. It'll be an interesting day to see how it all pans out.
Hopefully with another victory for Team Loveit. But as always, Phil's first challenge of the day is parking.
No, I'm going to have to park properly, otherwise you'll insult my parking.
Beautiful parking, Phil.
Thank you, I made a special effort this morning.
Oh, I do love this house.
And the changes are already visible.
That's worked very well, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has.
One would never have imagined
Never,
there was a
no,
garage.
no.
Hello, good morning.
Lovely to see you.
I can't wait for Phil to see this. His
She's being a
dazzled
bit chipper
expression.
today. She's confident about this.
And the first stop is Lauren's new bedroom.
I'm just going to stand here and let Phil take in the glory of the former kitchen.
And a cramped, tarred kitchen it was too. A space that didn't function for a family of 5 is now totally unrecognisable as a new 4th bedroom. Moving Lauren downstairs, finally giving the boys their own rooms.
You've transformed it, but what's happened over there?
Yes.
Right.
Over there is where the old garage used to be, full to the rafters, making it a pretty wasted space. But by replacing the old garage doors with a window, adding a new entrance and fully insulating throughout, it has become the private, grown-up sanctuary Keely dreamed of.
I've seen a lot of garage conversions.
Yeah.
And
They don't all work as well as this.
They don't all work as well as that. And they don't all look as smart from the outside as well.
No.
The challenge in the way the house started was that everybody had to be in the same room, and it was a corridor.
Yeah.
So mayhem ensued.
Yes.
I'm just thinking back now. I'm just thinking, how did we live like that?
We've only seen 2 rooms, but I can see there's been significant changes.
Very significant.
Very significant changes. But actually, whatever you've done back there is probably the defining factor, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
It is.
I'm getting a little worried.
And so you should be, Phil, because this transformation is quite something.
Oh dear. Oh dear. This looks rather good, doesn't it? Wow.
19 months ago, the old lounge was trying and failing to be all things to all men. Music room, living room, study, stairway and thoroughfare. Now, it's been transformed. Into an incredible kitchen diner, where once there was chaos, now order reigns. They've installed large sliding glass doors to help flood the space with light, whilst also connecting the room with the garden.
What have you done with the stairs?
Twisted them.
We bent the stairs.
We took them out.
The stairs went there.
Yeah.
And now, oh, crikey, OK.
So the head of the stairs is the same, but the stairs have been twisted.
Yeah. So it's not a thoroughfare anymore.
And the extension is almost as big as what was existing before.
It's 40%, isn't it?
Wow. Really, really smart. Your builder's done you a good job. But
Someone mentioned coffee and cake.
I need to find out what you're going to do.
Sadly, the house I showed them was taken off the market before Keely and Terrence even had a chance to make an offer. But it still stands as a fine example of the spacious family home available to them within their budget if they choose to list. Let's get down to business.
Your budget was 80,000, was that right? Have we gone over that?
Probably.
A little bit, maybe.
Maybe.
They hadn't done any major work to this house since they first moved in, so going slightly over budget was always a possibility, but the results speak for themselves.
The house is basically, give or take, worth £100,000 more than it was.
Even if it's not a speculate to accumulate kind of spend, it's been done with our own well-being in mind.
Yeah.
In that respect, it's priceless.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. Let's do it.
So, Terrence, Keely, are you going to love it?
Or are you going to list it?
We're going to love it.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course. Congratulations. Yeah.
It's very telling when you sit down at the table when people do a project like this. Does it work? It just does. It does feel happy.
I didn't love the house we had before. It was really stressful. It didn't work for us. And then we did everything that we did need.
Yes.
And we took the stress out. And after that, it almost takes away your need to move.
That's brilliant. It's really lovely. It's really lovely to see you all happy and comfortable. Look at you, you're so comfortable. They've now got a forever home, and despite a really big build, you help them keep within the ceiling price of the street.
All 5 of them fit in the house.
You have come up with some remarkable changes to people's houses that they would never have thought of. Time in and time out, you've done a lot.
Because of the 20 years we searched for houses, you and I. So for every house, I've seen another one, and I might have seen a better version of it. It's really just a filofax. It's a filing system for different houses.
But it's a very good filing system, if that's the case. And some of your suggestions are fantastic. In fact, most of them are fantastic.
Who is this man, and what has he done with Phil Spencer?
In Huddersfield, and with Dawn on my side,
Basically, we're outgrowing the size of the house, really.
I was feeling confident Team Listit could triumph as I lined up houses to show Dawn and husband Paul that would give them the cohesive family space that their own house would never provide. I had a budget of 550 grand to find a 4-bed character house with a family-friendly layout. as well as a location that would allow amateur astronomer Paul to keep up his hobby with a clear view of the skies. With this in mind, I took Dawn and Paul to Castle Hill, where just 10 minutes from the city centre, Paul had arguably the best views in Huddersfield.
Uninterrupted the entire way.
Wow.
That is amazing.
And the house wasn't too bad either. This Grade 2 listed property offered them 5 bedrooms, 3 reception rooms and a dining kitchen. And at 530 grand, it was comfortably under budget. But despite the oldie-worldy charm and vast array of living space, the layout proved to be an issue.
Coming into this and seeing it's all higgledy-piggledy. I do like higgledy-piggledy, but there's higgledy-piggledy and then there's higgledy-piggledy.
And this is the second one.
And to add to this, a sudden illness in the family meant Dawn and Paul had to reconsider their search criteria.
My father's been really poorly, which was really unexpected because he's incredibly fit and healthy. But because of that, something that is now featuring in our minds is the need for a parent to join us at some point.
So with room for 9 people now my top priority, I chose a house that delivered on space inside but sacrificed the other space that Paul enjoyed looking at.
Something that's come out so loud and clear from you both is that the most important thing has been the kids, the family, all of you being together. And astronomy actually comes a bit second, and views actually come a bit second if everything else works.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
I wanted to really honestly and openly set the scene before we go in, because I think once we get in, all hell's going to break loose.
Oh, is it?
Now I'm intrigued.
Paul, you're about to be a lot more than that. As this Grade 2 listed home is massive. There's 6 reception rooms, plus a breakfast kitchen. Head upstairs and you'll find 5 double bedrooms. And incredibly, it's also on budget at £550,000.
Right. Action stations.
OK.
Lots to see, lots to explore.
In fact, there's almost 4,000 square feet.
The kitchen, the hub of the family home. This is the heart of it. And from here, there's 6 reception rooms.
Wow.
So you could have a living room each. You could have a playroom.
Want to be together, not separate.
So we have a ridiculous amount of space, the perfect layout, and a few other enticements.
Wow, proper pantry!
It is, isn't it?
But the real question is, what does Paul make of it?
Hello.
How you getting on?
I don't like you.
I love you. I do. I absolutely love you to bits.
It's a bit amazing, this place, isn't it?
A bit.
You were winding me up, weren't you?
About not liking you?
Yeah.
No, yeah, of course I was, yeah. No, it's amazing.
Is.
And I still have one more surprise in store.
Come this way.
No.
No. I noticed this, but I didn't know what it was.
There's a door in the wall.
There's a door in the wall.
Kidding.
Guess what's through there?
This is not a boiler room, is it?
This is not a boiler room.
me.
This is what's going to make it sing and dance.
Ah, yes, this gargantuan house also comes complete with its very own 1-bedroom apartment.
Long term, this is where your parents could come and stay, could come and live. It has a separate entrance. You could even rent it out. It is completely
Self-contained.
self-contained.
Look what you've done to my wife there, look at her.
There's room for everybody.
Yeah, it's completely surpassed it here, Phil. Definitely. It might even be changing my mind.
This is all just a bit too much to take on board in one go, because there's a lot. There's a lot of scope here. Didn't know whether to laugh or cry. But it's a good sign.
And by the looks of things, this house may even be good enough to beat the results of Kirsty's build.
So I'm looking forward to seeing Dawn and Paul. And the house.
Yeah, I am too.
because today's the day Dawn and Paul answer one very pressing question. But after 10 weeks of major renovation, taking them to the top of their budget,
and getting my insight into what the local property market has to offer, hopefully now they can decide once and for all whether to stay or to go.
Big day, Phil.
I was down to today.
I know.
Next few minutes.
I know. You think you have it in the bag. I know you do.
I know they're going to do the right thing.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, do come in.
Oh, look at this.
Hello, look at this.
while Phil has done his best to win Paul over, the person I really needed to impress was Dawn. Her dream was open-plan living where the family could be together. So I took my trusty sledgehammer to their kitchen, dining room and study, transforming the 3 rooms into this. An impressive 400 square feet of family space, which I'm absolutely thrilled with, and at its centre, that brand new kitchen.
This is where the big work happened, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Big, big, impressive space. It is such a huge transformation. Everywhere I look.
Every single room has been altered.
Yeah. What's it actually like living in here now?
I love it. I think it's brilliant.
I think this works absolutely spot on. It's warm, it's light, it's bright.
Because you come down in the morning, the kids will be sat here, and then you can sit and sort of breakfast, and everybody joins together, and it's just space. And I think by knocking the walls down and opening it up, it has made it more than what it was.
Meanwhile, putting a wall back up has completely transformed what was an unused and unloved space. Now there's a proper entrance hall and, more importantly, an intimate living room that Dawn, Paul and the kids actually want to spend time in rather than just pass through. But as well as bringing this family together, it was also my ambition to give everyone their own individual space. That meant reconfiguring the bedrooms and doing something about the fact that all of the bathrooms were on the 4th floor. Now, the former basement playroom has become both a study and a guest room, and the twins have somewhere to stay when they visit. It even has its own loo. Then on the 4th level...
And what's happened up here? So you've split these bedrooms?
Oh, I tell him what's going on and he just doesn't concentrate.
So, for the benefit of Philip Charles Spencer, my concept was turning this into the children's floor. The boys' rooms have had a serious makeover. And what was the 2nd bathroom has become Ophelia's room, which has allowed me to turn her old bedroom into something every parent should have, their very own shower room. As well as reconfiguring all 5 levels of this house, I've also made more of its greatest asset, the views. So what was once thin air is now a spectacular new terrace, built from Yorkshire stone and topped off with a glass balustrade, giving this family yet another space to spend time together.
Goodness me.
How nice is this?
Well, welcome to Yorkshire.
That is very smart.
Look at this view from here.
That is amazing.
Priceless, that, isn't it? Priceless.
It is priceless, Phil. Do you hear that? Priceless.
Because not only have they increased the value of this property by 75 grand, I'm betting it will absolutely fly should they choose to put it on the market. And that certainly wasn't the case before.
I'm quite blown away by this. The ability to come out and enjoy the garden and enjoy the view.
And the weather.
And the lovely weather.
That doesn't happen very often.
That's why we're enjoying it.
Like me, Dawn and Paul clearly love the transformation Kirsty's made to their home.
And in fairness, Phil, you've inspired them with some pretty incredible properties.
But what this process has always been about is helping these two to answer one question.
Are you going to love it?
Or are you going to list it?
We both finally agreed.
Yeah, we're finally agreed. Go on.
We love the house. However, long term, it's not going to work for us in the very long term. So we're going to list it.
And thank you very much for your help.
Without a doubt, these two have made the right decision. After all, their situation has changed since Kirsty's plans were put in place. Because if Dawn's parents do live with them, then moving really is the only option. Thanks to Kirsty's bold vision and incredible build, they can make the most of this new and improved family home and those stunning views.
They obviously got so much themselves out of doing that build. They went on and did more, a lot more. I went back to see them.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And they moved into town, so certainly no telescope action nowadays. But he has literally, with his own bare hands, built a house.
Wow. Super cool.
Yeah. Dawn's mum and dad are now living in the coach house that was alongside. He developed a garage. You know, they've really gone to town. Good for them.